is.
I need to call the police. Shut the film off. Shut the film off.
So I was just trying to ask a few questions about why you guys are so opposed to this place.
Okay, we're calling the police.
Am I trespassing?
You're harassing us.
I'm asking you questions.
How you doing?
Oh, we didn't call. They called.
They called. You got to do it.
But yeah, as soon as you guys leave, I'm out of here. Of course, I want to prove the point.
You mad that they're celebrating Halloween, and you feel like it's taking away from Christmas?
Is that what it is?
Overshadowed.
Because he's got the Santa beard. Oh, that's what it is. He's got the Santa beard and he's pissed about Halloween. So we're down here in the Niagara Pumpkin Farm here in Sanborn, New York, and the government seems to want to shut this down for some reason and violate this man's right to the life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness written in our own Constitution.
Okay, have a good one.
This is the overlord that tells people what they could do with their own property. This is a free country we live in, right?
Have a good day.
I will.
Harassing us. You're videotaping us without our consent. Just leave.
You think I need your consent to video record you? Today's lesson of the day is public easement, baby.
Don't care. You are for ignorance. It's called education.
Listen, y'all, these kids want to act up in school, want to go to school and embarrass you, want to make like they ain't got no home training. So I told my son, don't go to school embarrassing no more. I take care of you, son. I give you anything you want. I discipline you. But you're going to embarrass me like this? No, so now I'm going to cut his hair.
Oh, I'm going to have to ask you.
Hey,
do me a favor. Wait, what, guys? Now I saw you were in a restricted area. Now I want your identification.
You're not getting it.
Don't embarrass me. I told him, don't embarrass me. No.
All right, Here You Kind fam, we're down here today to expose some major government corruption and some major egos and tyrants down here in the town of Lewiston. Town of Lewiston and the building department is trying to shut down some good old-fashioned family fun here in the name of, well, what is it in the name of? It's just simply they don't want it. They have an ego, they want to do permits and all that, whatnot, and they're trying to shut this place down, fam. Let's take a look at what they're trying to shut down. So we're down here in the Niagara Pumpkin Farm here in Sanborn, New York, and the government seems to want to shut this down for some reason and violate this man's right to the life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness written in our own Constitution. And as far as this guy's concerned, we're not shutting down, are we?
No.
Hell no. No. So what are the reasons that the government wants to shut down the pumpkin farm here in Sanborn?
They're basically stating that we're not zoned properly for what we're doing. Even though we're in an agricultural district, we're growing, we have a Schedule F tax return, we've done everything we needed to do in order to farm this land, and they continue to tell us we're not taking the right steps.
Can you think of any reasons why a pumpkin farm, corn maze, or a tractor pull, you know, where you're pulling around some people on a hayride, what would the government, could you think of any good reasons why the government would want to shut that down, and the format they're using, the permits and whatnot? Can you think of any other reason other than ego at this point?
No, I really can't. I can't. Me and my wife can't understand it. You know, we've done good for the community for many, many years, almost 6 years to be exact, you know, raising over $60,000 for different charities. To shut down something like that only disrupts our community relations and everything else. It's kind of just overreach, I feel like.
Let's go ahead and take a look at this farm so we can get a look at what they're trying to shut down on these people, so you guys can get an idea of how dangerous this is, that the public should not be able to come and enjoy, you know, the fall festivities, because I know everybody watching loves their fall festivities. So let's go take a look at this dangerous place that they want to shut down and stop them from operating. I mean, as you can see here, they got tons of parking here, off the road parking. It's not like they're jamming up the road. So let's go and take a look.
We've never had traffic concerns, honestly. It's never been a thing.
You guys sell the pumpkins here as well?
We do, yeah. Yeah, that's what we mainly do. We have over $60,000 in revenue just from pumpkins in the last couple of years, last 2 years. We bring in a lot of pumpkins from, you know, different places, but we also grow our own here. Our specialty pumpkins come from, you know, other farmers right in our area. But, you know, for the most part, we grow about 2 acres back there, along with another 7 acres of corn, which is planted by Hoover's Dairy.
So there's tons of stuff down here for you guys and the family to do. They got the wagons out here to go picking pumpkins. They got some neat stuff here for photo ops. We even got ourselves a boutique here for some gear and that. So
Custom made by your truly.
and you're the missus down here. You love your Halloween. I can see you got your Halloween shirt on, and this is devastating that the government wants to shut this down on your dream, ain't it?
We put a lot of like work into this each and every year, trying to change and improve, and it's just been a really hard year for us.
It's super.
It seems to be really hard every year. We have a hard time right before we're about to open.
Can you think of any reasons why the government would want to shut down such a beautiful operation down here?
No, because we went down there originally and they told us we could never farm this land when this was always
Designated farmland.
Yeah.
So
you guys got a corn maze. How big is the corn maze back there?
That's just our mini maze for the kids.
it's probably a 15-minute walkthrough. It has a bunch of little photo ops and stuff in there for the kids. It's a pretty cool little walkthrough. And then we also do haunted hayrides here at night. So I think that's been a big thing for them. You know, they don't like that, so they're trying to shut us down because of that.
And you got there's a crazy neighbor over here. We got a crazy neighbor that is causing you guys all sorts of grief. He's out there with his sticks, waving sticks in the air. Sitting in tree stands, making noise. You guys even said last year this guy was using a laser pen to blind the tractor driver, giving rides to children and stuff.
We actually had the police here. The police were going to get on one of our wagons to actually watch him do this. But they walked behind our wagon down our first trail and actually watched him shining the spotlights into our driver's eyes. And
they say that they're all about safety, and they go to these meetings saying that these people aren't safe, and they're constantly, but they're the ones making things unsafe for us. They're complaining about this exit that we put in, but that's to make things safe. We have people coming and going in one area, so this year we separated it. We have an entrance and an exit, and we're trying to do the right thing and seeing and improving each year, and they're just, it's just not good enough.
Shooting us down.
And it's almost crazy. Like, you would think that the town would want the community to flourish and businesses to grow and flourish. And I'm looking around at this place. I mean, it's super cute. They got goats. They got stuff. It looks like you got a little jumper there. There's a kid jumping on that thing a second ago, which is missed. But you know what I mean? Like, you got the cornfield. I mean, I don't feel unsafe, or I don't see any reason why this place should be shut down. So you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments section. But yeah, let's take a look at it. Let's go ahead and get a look at some of the rest of this here.
And so we are very involved with the community. West Street School, we brought our goats out to there for their fundraiser, and we had a huge fundraiser with the goats and everything. We have schools come for field trips, very educational. They learn about how to grow pumpkins, hayrides, through our trails. They learn about the goats, and they get to spend a full day on the farm, and it's always been a fun experience for them. The teachers have complimented how professional and how organized we are, and how safe it was for the kids to come out and enjoy a full day at the farm, and it's traumatizing. And then we put little cute pictures and stuff in here so the kids have photo opportunities and families.
So this one specifically, this location doesn't have like an adult. This is more like a walkthrough than
our haunted hayride, I would say, is for adults.
No, I'm saying like this is like a pathway more, or is this like you could get tricked?
It's smaller. The mini maze, we have the frightfully fun daytime trail where you get to go through the haunted area, seeing the trail.
This is a nice one too. This corn's nice and tall.
Yeah,
a lot of time you get in them, you can see over the top.
About 3 weeks ago, it was only about 3 feet tall, and we were a little worried.
Yeah.
So like here, depending on which way you go.
So you guys are telling me that just the other day that you found out that the town actually secretively tried to revoke this is agricultural land?
Yeah, so about a week and a half ago, we found out from a news reporter actually that our land was actually trying to be taken out of agricultural district. And when we looked into it,
that the building inspector
we found out that Masters, the building inspector, actually did try to remove our parcel. And on July 27th, the state denied his attempt to remove it.
But what is really funny to me is when he turned in the paperwork to the courts to try to get this shut down, that he only put in half of the story, that they said that they were going to look into removing us, but he didn't put the part in where they said that nope, we're not removing them.
And this parcel has been farmland since the beginning, and there was only a small section you said between where somebody removed it as.
Yeah, so this house was made in 1900. There's only 2 houses on our road that were made prior to our house. This has always been farmland. If you look at the agricultural district map, whether we're an agricultural district or not, this is farmland. It's designated farmland.
Hold on 1 second here. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out on the map where we're at here so you guys can see exactly how rural and exactly how farmland this is. So as you can see, fam, nothing but farmland and farm fields. So now that you guys seen that, you can see where we are on the map. So you guys had to, when you purchased this property, repetition. You had to repetition it to farmland.
We did repetition the state ag and markets to put us back into farmland. It took about 8 months, and we finally were put back into ag district.
And then, what's that? 4 years later, this guy tried to secretly remove it, huh?
3 years later.
3 years later, he tried to secretly remove it just to stop this event from happening here for the kids and for the families.
He wanted to basically take away our protections. That's the only thing I could think of.
Because this was, so he had us going for this site plan. He wanted everything approved, but in the process of this, he was going behind our backs and petitioning us to be removed. So why would he go through the whole court situation and have us do this whole big meeting when he was trying to remove us? So that is where the whole story is not lining up to.
Do you believe this building inspector has friendship with the neighbor, or do you think there's something there, or you can't even say for sure?
I can't say for sure, but it seems that way. It definitely does. When we purchased our property in 21, we actually signed an agricultural district rider, which actually states that we are in an agricultural district, even though we were not.
That he said we were.
And it also protects, it literally protects us from these exactly what's happening right now. All of our neighbors had to sign this rider as well. It basically tells you that, and you can pull up this rider.
And that's when you guys bought this place. Everybody around this area knew that you guys were going back to agriculture pretty much. And nobody cared at that point, huh?
It's and our neighbors are awesome.
It's just the one neighbor giving trouble, huh?
Yeah, it's one neighbor we've had a problem with. This disclosure literally encourages farm operations. Agricultural tourism is part of our operation. It's not abnormal. That's what happens all over the place.
Anybody in the comment section think this place should be shut down? I don't think so. You guys let me know. As you can see, the amount of time and love and work that went into this place, cutting out the corn maze for the kids, and the government just wants to stop this because, well, there really is no reason that I can see that they want to stop this other than the crazy neighbors complain a lot. But I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid and I was young, I remember going to a farm for a field trip, and I'm sure all you guys do too. And the state here in the government trying to shut this place down, and there's only one thing we can do in a situation like this. We're gonna have to go talk to the building inspector. So let's go ahead and get down there. Down here today, it's Monday. Going to talk to the zoning committee board member here. Building inspector, see if we can't get a few questions answered about that there pumpkin patch being shut down. So there's something that you all need to understand when it comes to a situation like this. The building inspector and zoning and permits can only go so far as to whether or not a business gets shut down or goes to court. So at the end of the day, the only ones who really have the real say and real call is the town board. So ultimately, I'm tickled to actually run into the town supervisor here. He's gonna brush us off, but understand, he's the one in charge.
How you doing?
Pretty good. You got a minute? Got a few questions.
Yeah. I'll come out. Oh. Hold on a second. Can you give me 1 second?
Yeah.
I want to take this phone call. Hello? I'll call you back. Okay. How you doing?
Very
Steve
good.
Broderick.
Dan Warmus of Auditing Your County.
Okay. How you doing?
A few questions I have about the Town Line Farm,
Yep.
Pumpkin Farm, being shut down by court order.
Yeah.
Trying to get some clarification exactly why that is.
Well, you could talk to our building inspector's office, but
The main reason is it's not an allowable usage by code.
For agricultural, commercial.
You really got to talk to the
market.
experts. I'm not trying to pawn it off, but you need to talk to the experts. So, but I don't know if he's available or you make an appointment. Is Tim in?
No, he is out on a couple of inspections.
Tim Masters is who you need to talk to.
Yeah,
Can I
I'm
get you his
aware.
business card?
Oh yeah. But you as a town supervisor are not aware of the reasons?
I'm aware of the situation.
It's just not really.
I'm not the one handling it personally, right? So at our board meetings, I get complaints from neighbors that are upset about it. I get complaints from Mr. King when he comes in as well. So I'm very aware of it.
So it all comes down to just he's not allowed to do that on that property. Huh?
Right, correct.
Let's be honest, the supervisor's lying to our face, because if he wasn't, why in the world would they have secretly went behind their back to remove their agricultural from their property? That's actually simple. It's because that's their protection for what they're doing under the law that they're legally allowed to do, and this town just doesn't want it, and they're gonna lie to us about it. So he's been doing it for years. You guys been getting him permits, and all of a sudden this year
we
that's
haven't been
it?
giving him permits.
No?
No, not to operate the
Making them do site plans and stuff?
Again, I believe that's this year that he's finally actually doing the site plans. He hadn't done the site plans before.
I mean, stadium didn't need site plans to go up.
Pardon?
The Bills Stadium didn't need site plans to go up. I mean, that's a little overboard for a pumpkin patch and corn maze.
Have you gone by it?
I walked all through it. I seen it. It's really nice.
It's a little bit more than a pumpkin farm and a corn
Right, it's
maze.
really nice.
And a young man lost his arm there last year, right?
Well, I mean, that's not exactly like something that happens every day. That handicapped kid comes from People's Inc. and they beg to go for a UTV ride. They let him in. The handicapped kid opens up the door and tries to jump out. Is the story that I've heard. I mean, it's really accident circumstances, and they're insured. But I mean, like that stuff like that can happen anywhere. What the supervisor here is doing is grasping straws. They don't want it there, and they're grasping on anything and everything, and we're going to debunk it all. So what he's talking about here is a young man came from People's Inc. and came to enjoy the pumpkin patch. And there was an accident where he actually lost his arm. And because this is an investigation, we need to uncover all sides of the story. We got to the bottom of it, and we actually spoke to this gentleman's mom, and we're going to go ahead and give her side of the story now. All right, so I guess my questions are what your opinion is, because obviously the town is, got some court orders for that thing to be shut down and that. So I guess, do you live near this place?
No, I do not live near that place. My son was attending the pumpkin farm with his aide that night on October 23rd.
With his aide from People's Inc.?
Yes.
All right. Now, was there more than just him with the aide, or was the aide just one-on-one, or was it more like a group?
No, the aide was not one-on-one. That was one of the problems right there. But, I mean, they can stretch it however they want, but she did, I think, have other children with her that night, not affiliated with People Inc. I think they were somehow related to her somehow, but I don't know how. I didn't even.
You weren't there that night. You weren't there that night.
No, this was his respite with People Inc. his aide that night.
All right. What exactly? I guess, can you just give me the story of what happened that day, as far as you know it?
As far as I know, what happened that evening was my son went off with his aide, Michelle Posey, to the pumpkin farm. They met somebody there. They were on some rides. Elliot saw this guy that was not affiliated with the pumpkin farm. He was a good friend of theirs. They had a razor. It's like one of those, you've probably seen
UTV, yeah.
Yeah.
Side by side.
So they had one there, and Elliot was, of course, fascinated by it. He started talking to the people. Michelle went into the pumpkin patch with these kids, and her, I think it's like a stepson or I don't know, somebody affiliated with her. And so they were in there, and so Elliot apparently hopped on with this guy. Now the story is that they did not authorize for this friend of theirs to use the razor, but he did it anyway. That's one of the stories I got. Everything was very convoluted from all of them because they all lied to protect themselves. But so Elliot went out on this ride with the guy. He was driving around. It was dark out because there wasn't very good lighting out there. Apparently he hit a divot, and he said that Elliot tried to open the door on it, which I find a big lie because Elliot said he never did. And he said that's what tipped it over. It tipped over, crushed my son's arm, regardless of who they think is responsible. It crushed my son's arm. They called Mercy Fly. Oh, first of all, the guy couldn't even get the thing off of my son's arm. He had to call 911 from the field, and then they all came running out, and they lifted it off of his arm. And there was like no really good lighting out there. And my son Elliot told me how scared he was because the guy was driving so fast. And yeah, the guy tried to pin it on Elliot, which is bullshit. But neither here nor there. So that's what happened that night. And I didn't hear about it until they were on their way to ECMC because they didn't even call and tell me about it. So then the next day, there's a lot of things to peel back, a lot of parts of this onion that I can't really go into 100% because of the pending lawsuit. But I'm just telling you as much as I can speak. And so they, I called the next day to speak to the Kings because I went down and I got the police report after I spent the night at ECMC with Elliot. Got the police report, saw their phone numbers on there, so I tried to call them to find out what had happened and let them know that he lost his arm. And she was a screaming like mess on the phone, like not mad screaming, she was like crazy screaming.
You're talking about the wife of?
Yeah, Alicia. I talked to her.
Miss King?
And she couldn't even talk. She was like screaming. Like I said, my son lost his arm. I mean, who was this guy driving this machine? And she's like, like that, like totally crazy. And then finally I hit her on speaker. My husband goes, just hang it up. Forget it. That's not going anywhere. So I hung it up. And then I finally talked to Michelle, and then she told me that she didn't even know that he got on it. And it's like, she's told 5 different stories, and neither here nor there. She's in trouble anyway.
I've heard the story that Michelle begged to let him on it as well.
Yeah, that's what I heard after the fact, because I heard the tapes when the private investigator that went out and talked to them. That's what he said. But then there was another tape where the King said, no, they were not going to allow him on it. So I don't know who to believe until it goes to court.
And even when you get there, nobody's going to tell the truth. More than they would here.
He was full of shit. You should have heard him. He's a nutcase.
So now that we got your side of the story of what you know of and how you feel about that, as far as the pumpkin patch and it being shut down, are you advocating for it to be shut down?
You know what? Here's my thing. I'm a business owner, and I would be so sad if somebody tried to shut me down for anything. I just think that I'm not happy with their responses. But, here's the other little clincher that I will share with you. I don't even know what happened. Their insurance for the pumpkin farm was minimal. And the other thing that bothers me about them, too, is they were supposed to not be operating last year, and they did it illegally. And that's when my son got hurt. So that's a big problem for me right there.
Do you believe they should not be running there?
Last year they were not supposed to be running there. No.
I'm just asking your personal opinion.
Right now, no, because not until they're legal. They need to go through all the legal channels at this point to prevent something like that from happening again. And my other problem with them too, I've been up that road a million times, and I have friends that live around the corner from them, and it's a dark road. Okay, they need to have more sufficient lighting out there. There's a lot of things that they're not doing properly. They need to have guards, like somebody out there directing traffic if they're gonna do this legally or illegally. They need somebody out there with proper lighting.
I guess that's my you answered all my questions that I was interested in, and you're one to talk about it. So I guess my question for you was, do you want to shut down? And your ultimate answer is pretty much, if they do it the right way, no. But if they're going to do it the wrong way and be unsafe about it, yes. And that was my question for you. That was all I needed.
And the thing is too, now I'm just curious what kind of insurance that they have at this point. I mean, they
he claims he has a $2 million policy, a premium policy, $2 million. But I mean, I guess you'll find out firsthand.
That's what they told my lawyer, but my lawyer found out otherwise. But they only had a $300,000 policy last year when this happened. That I know for a fact.
So maybe this year he bumped up to $2 million. I'm not sure, but.
Well, I wonder who would even, after that accident, I'm just curious as to who would be carrying them at this point. You know what I'm saying? That just tells me something weird about all that too.
But as far as you know, that UTV ride was not a ride they were offering. It was kind of like especially given to your son, whether he asked or somebody else asked. It wasn't like, to your knowledge, that they were doing hayrides and UTV rides.
Right, exactly. And then she as much as said that she saw him on the pig rides. The pig rides are for toddlers. My son is 220 pounds. There's no way he could be on a pig ride.
I mean, I watched the pig ride. I had Mr. and Mrs. King race on the pig ride. I've seen the pig ride. A full-grown adult could definitely ride on it. Fast as fuck, boy! How old is your son?
He's 37 this year. He was 36 at the time of the accident.
I've heard a lot of different age, and I was wanting an accurate one. Somebody says
I
he's 21,
think
somebody
sure.
says 30, but...
And let me tell you something else about him. He's a very high-functioning Williams syndrome adult. And
so when you ask him if he opened the door, he'd know if he opened the door. It wouldn't be like...
Yeah, he told me absolutely not. And then so then the police reports came, and his aide even said at this one point, this is where she really got herself into trouble. She said, yeah, I've been on the thruway with him, and he tried to open the car door, which everybody knows is bullshit.
There's something that lady just said, and it's really telling to me. She said the aide really messed up when she said he sometimes opens the door on her in the car on the thruway, and that's bullshit. To me, that sounds like the aide probably didn't just make this up on the fly. To me, this lady's like, that's where she messed up for my case. Meaning, if she didn't say that out loud, I would have a better case against the Kings. But in my opinion, that's just her admitting that she knows that kid sometimes opens the door on something. So I don't think that...
The bottom line is, it's not an allowable use in the zone. It's zoned rural residential. It's not rural business. So, but obviously I would refer you to Tim Masters, because he's the one that enforces it. He's the one. Plus, there's actually some litigation going on now, so you probably should talk to our attorney as well.
Litigation as far as taking him to court over this? Yes. And putting a court order on a stop?
Court, yep, going to court. And I know he has an attorney, and Mr. Bax is dealing with the attorney there. So if you want to call Al Bax, he's our town attorney. You feel free to call him.
Just seems, in the world where we're entitled to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, I mean...
Well, but don't the neighbors have that same right?
Yeah, on their property, right?
But don't the neighbors have the same right
on their property
to not have the noise ordinance issues?
What,
have you seen the traffic there?
I mean,
have you seen the traffic?
What is that? Life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness.
Okay.
Traffic.
Yeah.
You shut somebody's life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness because it causes traffic?
Well, it's a little bit more than...
I mean, Tim Masters got himself a nice solar farm there. I'm sure the neighbors around there ain't happy. I mean, what are you going to tell those neighbors? They were told that they were going to get a wall so they weren't seeing that stuff on the road or trees or something. Yeah. And, none of that ever happened. I mean, now Tim Masters looks pretty shady that he's got a solar farm, which a lot of people are upset about. And you see where I'm coming from. He wasn't prohibited from his life, liberty, and his pursuit of happiness to have a solar farm. And I agree, Tim Masters should be able to have a solar farm. Yeah. If you want to do whatever you want. But I'm saying...
This is a little bit different.
Yeah, because the batteries in those things can
do
some major damage and stuff like that.
Batteries aren't allowed in rural residential areas where solar farms are. They're only allowed in industrial areas, and at this time we have none. So there's no battery storage there. Okay, but give Tim a call. He can go over some of it, or you can call Al Bax. Okay? Okay. Good talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay? Have a good one.
This is the overlord that tells people what they could do with their own property. This is a free country we live in, right? Man.
Have a good day.
I will. Down here the next day, we're going to see if we can get a hold of Tim Masters and ask some questions. And let's go ahead and get inside here. How you doing?
Good, you?
Mr. Masters?
I am.
Just the guy I'm looking to speak to.
Uh-oh. On camera?
Yeah, of course. I'm out here working on a story on this pumpkin patch farm over on Town Line Road.
Okay.
I've seen some paperwork. You took him to court. Your name's right in the front center about the court order. So okay. I guess I'm just trying to get some questions in as far as what is the deal with why it can't be there what is the main reasons? I tried to talk to the supervisor yesterday. He said you'd be the pro to talk to about that.
You want to come in, or?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, come on.
So obviously I got his side of the story. This over here. Just like that should get us in here. So I got his side of the story, and obviously I can't go with one side of the story about everything. So
Smart man.
Good friend of mine, Mr. Lilly, said that you were a pretty decent guy. So I figured I'd come down here and hopefully I got you before you went home today.
Yeah, we got 4 minutes.
So just give me a rundown of why exactly it isn't allowed there.
So there's a process. I'm not going to tell you it is or it isn't.
That's right, you heard him say it. He's not going to say whether it is or isn't because he knows that's the job of the town board and the supervisor who tried to pawn it off on him. He's kind of more or less the middleman, but yet we're going to prove him a liar here today.
I'm just going to tell you there's a process you go through. So if it was a matter of having a patch of pumpkins and cucumbers out front that you're selling, agricultural is allowed in the rural residential district by right. Nobody cares if you're growing your pumpkins, you're growing your corn stalks and you're selling them, nobody's going to care. You elevate that to a farm market scenario, you put 5,000 visitors in 6 weekends, you fill the whole front yard of a residential property with 500, 600 cars, lights, porta potties, and have no fire safety inspections, no electrical inspections.
Pastor said that none of these buildings have been permitted or inspected for safety. You're saying there's his safety inspections right on this thing? Let's go take a look.
I think your FOIL report's going to show that as well. Electrical inspection. Electrical inspection. There was also a building inspection done on this building.
Or they never would have came for us.
That is the exact reason I put it on that wall.
Well then, what do you guys think about that?
Electrical inspections.
No electrical inspections, no inspections. Tim Masters is literally gaslighting us. No inspections, yet we have receipts.
No special use permit. There's a process you got to go through. So that's what we're getting to on Thursday.
All right. And that's the
So that's why he got violated.
Now, it's a well-known fact that public servants definitely act different around me and more professional because they know they'll be held accountable. Let's go ahead and take a look at a video of Mr. Masters dealing with Mr. King when Mr. King went down there to get those violations that this guy violated him for and ask for what the violations are so that he could fix it. So you can see how Mr. Masters is a little bit different when it's not me.
Him just find out from his architect what he's going to do. You got a problem with me?
You only like to help the people.
This guy's out the end of his driveway the other day, gave me the stare down as I'm going by. You think that's pretty funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think it's real funny? You're a funny guy, aren't you?
I'm not a funny guy.
You're a funny guy.
I'm here to ask you for my violations. Let's get them.
I don't have them ready.
You don't have violations ready? So there's no violation.
You have a violation.
Is that what you're telling me?
You have an open violation since you were found guilty in court 2 years ago.
I'm asking you where the violations are. I haven't seen one, so can I have them right now?
You were found guilty in court of a use variance.
We're not going to talk about that. This has been settled.
It hasn't been settled. You were found guilty.
Me and you had a conversation after.
And you
couldn't
abide by it. You had to go way up above the whole thing again.
You're not handing anything over? So you're not giving me the violations for my property.
Exactly.
Is that what you're telling me?
You got to go through a different route.
I want your card. I want your card. You guys are getting sued personally.
Okay,
I hope you're ready.
Whatever.
I hope you're ready.
Yeah, have a nice day.
No, I'm not leaving. You're going to give me my violation.
The cops are going to come and take you out of here. That's what we do all the time. Someone comes here, raises a bus.
I want my
call
violation.
the police. They walk you out.
I want my violation.
We don't give you what you want. You go through other routes. We don't follow your orders.
That's
we don't
what you're
dance to
here
your
for.
tune. No.
See, but that's not correct because it's public information. So you have to give out public information.
You have to go
How are you
foil
going to
it.
deny
Go to
somebody?
court
I don't have to
and
foil
it.
it. It's my property. I'm
No,
asking for
no,
violations
a
that
foil.
you say are present right now.
Foil. You'll get everything
Go
in
talk to
foil.
Mary over at the judge's side. She'll give you a copy of where you were found guilty in court.
No, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking at violations
That's the
today.
violation you have.
First off, give me my plans back for my addition. Let's get those off of your desk. Let's do that. You guys think I'm going to back down? You're funny. I will spend $100,000 suing the fuck out of you, Tim.
Go ahead.
I'm letting you know that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not here for that, man. You want to give me problems on my job sites? You want to give me problems here? You have a problem with my trailer at my house? Guess what? Guess what? It's 15 years.
Explain to me when I gave you a problem on your job site.
You have. We have talked many times on when okay, maybe not on my job site, on the phone about jobs. About jobs. It's not misinformation. It's the truth. It's the truth, man. We can play all day. When you sit in your office, right, with my father and my wife, we give you a 15-page packet of what our plans are. You look at them and you tell us you're good to go. And then 9 months later, I didn't know you were going to turn out this big. Didn't know it was going to get that big.
Correct.
Didn't know that it was going to get... It doesn't matter what you know or what you think is going to happen.
It does
matter.
matter.
At the end of the day, it should have been stopped at that point. At that point, but you took it farther, you agreed to it, and now we will not go in front of Lewiston Town Court. We're going to go to the state level, and I am going to sue the hell out of this building department.
Okay, go ahead.
Just so you know. So I expect those violations to be in my mailbox next week. You're off all week. Figure out a way to get me those violations. I have a right to the violations on my property. That's all there is to it. I have a right to those violations.
Have a nice day.
Just like anybody else. Just like anybody else, I have a right to it.
Have a nice day.
Imagine that. The building inspector had no problem getting into Mr. King's face and acting like a hot shot. How can you get violations to your property, yet the building department refuses to give you the violations so you could fix the violations and tell you to FOIL request it, and they'll get it to you within 40 days? Is that insanity or what? You guys leave your comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think about that.
That's the meeting on Thursday. To head towards that process, but it took a little while to get there.
So the town, in your opinion, is that it's not disallowed. You're not saying no, absolutely not. You're not allowed to do this. You're saying there's a process and they haven't followed it.
Yeah. So his process submitted to the town of Lewiston Planning Board and Town Board has to meet what agriculture is. He's got to prove that, right?
And that's what the meeting
This
is
is
on
what
Thursday.
you got to prove that you're actually doing agriculture, because that's what's allowed. If you're just doing a circus or a carnival, then that wouldn't be allowed, right? So that's what the proof is. So
I think we all know what the proof is that what they're doing is agricultural. It's because Mr. Masters went behind their back to remove that protection because he knows it does qualify for that. That's why he won't admit it's not allowed there. And that's why he knows that the meeting this Thursday is going to be all about it, and they're going to try to cover it up, they're going to try to postpone it, and they're going to try to screw the Kings, and they know they're wrong.
yeah, submit your site plan, which he did. It's gone for Thursday. Show where you're going to have it. How's it going to affect the neighbors? Like if you have apple cannons right next to the neighbor's property, it's probably not a good idea.
This is the shooting. We'll be shooting these corns out of this thing, and if you want an idea of how close we are to the house, right next to somebody's house, the air compressor pressed air, you're probably looking at about 150 yards from the actual house. So for him to say that shooting the pumpkins happen, apples right next to somebody's house is just not accurate. And these things only go up and down, they don't turn sideways, so they can only shoot straight down here. None of these turn, they all just shoot straight forward. So for him to say that it's right next to the house, technically there's a barn, but not right next to somebody's house for sure.
You know, if you have the light shining in the neighbors, if you have your headlights going out shining in the neighbors across the street.
Let's go ahead and hear from the neighbor directly across the street from the parking lot where everybody would pull out of this place. This is the lady's house who would be lit up by the headlights that this guy's trying to say is a problem. I'm a
lick you to death.
I'm an independent journalist doing a story on the Pumpkin Patch Farm.
Oh, please
And,
help us keep it.
You want to keep it, huh?
I love it there.
You love it there.
I have written.
I'm trying to help you guys keep it, believe me,
have
and
written
it wouldn't be
to-
fair if I didn't get the neighbors' opinions on stuff.
My name is Donna Church. I've lived here for 47 years.
And you like it.
2 months out of the year.
Right.
2 months. There's so much laughter and pleasure, and I just can't tell you. I'm alone over here. My husband passed last October. We loved it. We loved seeing the kids. They come to get pumpkins.
That's right, fam. Mr. Masters is saying that this lady's upset because of the headlights. That's also a reason why they want to shut it down. He's totally gaslighting and lying to the people because this lady absolutely adores and loves it and is begging for us to keep this thing here.
You know, that's all the things the town planning
I'm
board
sure you're
are
aware
gonna
of
be.
the neighbor. He seems like he goes overboard. I've seen videos
Well,
of him shaking a stick and hiding in a tree and stuff, so I'm sure you're aware of the neighbors, not
I'm
exactly...
aware of all the neighbors.
On the normal side of, you know, this guy's bothering me, he goes out of his way to bother them and all that, but, yeah, I guess I'm just trying to get a grasp on it.
Are you going to come to the meeting on Thursday?
I will probably be on the meeting Thursday.
I would say, because what you'll hear is both sides.
Right.
That night, like you'll get more than just the neighbor on one side. You'll get the neighbor on the other side, probably pro. You'll get this neighbor against. You'll have neighbors up the street, you know. So you're going to hear both sides of the argument. The town planning board now has to weigh through all that and say, okay, what's fact, and does this comply with the agricultural use that's allowed in the RR district, and move forward that way. So that's where it's
I was under the impression that the town was just like, nope, never gonna happen, not happening, shut it down. But the town's actual stance is that they just need to go through the right process to prove that it's what they're saying it is.
Correct.
And it's feasible for there.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same process everybody has to go through. So
as it is right now, if they were to say they're supposed to open on the 20th, obviously they got a court order to wait until they see the judge now at this point.
Well, it'd be like it.
My question is,
can I just finish
go
that?
ahead.
So it's no different than anybody. So, you know, if you went to Buffalo Street, where he has a little farm market on Buffalo Street, everybody had to go through the process before they opened. Mr. King kind of put the cart before the horse.
Yeah, I've been there. I've seen the whole
Okay.
place, and I'm well aware of how the whole place looks and what it looks like. And
Right.
you know, they got a little ride there, and you know, it's more than just selling pumpkins, of course.
Right.
And I'm sure they do this ride. But my question, I guess, would be, they're shutting them down for this weekend, and in your opinion, what is the biggest safety concern? Because obviously, it's more probably for safety reasons that you would stop this, or there would be codes involved. You know what I mean? Like mostly like a roof. You got to get a roof permit. Why? Not because the town wants money, because they want to make sure there's not 6 roofs on top of each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so
Yeah.
my question is, if your biggest concern with this Pumpkin Patch Farm, they sell corn there, they got a little ride, they do a hayride. What is your biggest safety concern that the permit would be, you know, that you're trying to get them to get, I guess?
So the parking on Town Line Road would be a big issue. So
like parking in their lot?
Parking on Town Line Road
Okay.
is the shoulder. So I mean, the front yard is filled,
And
the
then
parking
the
lot is
streets
filled,
start
and
getting
overflow
filled.
is filled. It's a traffic nightmare. Safety hazard.
That's another lie for Mr. Masters, because we went ahead and asked all the neighbors if the traffic was ever a problem, and none of them said yes.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
My name's Dan. I'm actually a journalist working on the story about the town trying to shut down Pumpkin Patch and Farm there. And as a neighbor, I was just interested if I could ask you a few questions.
No, not right now.
Actually, just one quick question.
I'm
Has
good.
the road ever backed up with traffic along the roads here so bad that it was a problem?
I don't really recall, but
Not
Stay right here, please.
obviously you don't recall. It hasn't been that bad.
I don't know.
Right. So you have no opinions whether you'd like to see it shut down, or
I really don't. What
doesn't
they
bother
do on
you?
Their property is is their choice. you
All right,
know?
thanks. That's it. That's actually it. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you. Thank you very much. Electric fence collar. Hi, pup. How you doing? I'm
won't hurt you, he'll lick you to death.
I'm an independent journalist doing a story on the Pumpkin Patch Farm.
Oh, please
and
help us keep it.
You want to keep it, huh?
I love it there.
You love it there.
I have written.
I'm trying to help you guys keep it, believe me, and it wouldn't be fair if I didn't get the neighbors' opinions on stuff.
My name is Donna Church. I've lived here for 47 years.
And you like it?
2 months out of the year.
Right.
2 months. There's so much laughter and pleasure, and I just can't tell you. I'm alone over here. My husband passed last October. We loved it. We love seeing the kids. They come to get pumpkins. They're teaching their children animal husbandry, the proper use of our soil. They're teaching them how to be good civic Americans. And the two down there who have been, the cops were over there again today.
They try to hit him with a lawnmower, I guess. I don't know if you heard.
Who tried who?
So the guy who's the crazy guy that comes down there tried to hit, tried to hit this guy's father with the lawnmower as he's walking down the street. He came in with the lawnmower right in front of a cop, so he got harassment charges. But I have one question. Some of the town and some of the people are claiming that the traffic here gets out of hand, like cars back down the street. Have you ever seen that?
No, I've never seen the backup, no. He does it very well. He hires people to park the cars. He took that field and put the stone down. He paid for the stone and all that. He is trying so hard to be a good citizen, to do it the right way.
Yeah, we're going to try to help the right thing happen.
I hope so.
Yeah, we're just trying to get.
But my main question for the neighbors is the traffic. Has the traffic ever been a problem for you here?
Traffic's always a problem here. I've lost 2 dogs in the last 47 years. But it's not since then.
It's traffic, right? Yeah.
It's just traffic is traffic.
Have you ever seen motor vehicle accidents happen because
not to my knowledge, but then I'm an old lady who sits in the back of her house and I don't hear a lot, so.
Well, I appreciate your time and that.
Oh, please help them
I'm
stay.
working on helping it stay because I think
meeting.
everybody has the right to live life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness embedded in our Constitution.
Exactly.
And I think that's just part of it. And then you got Masters who's trying to shut him down. What's he got? Life, liberty, Masters, the building inspector. Masters, right? He has his life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. He has a solar farm on his yard that his neighbors don't like, right? So, I mean, it's kind of hypocritical for him to be on the forefront of trying to get rid of it.
For the last couple of years, even while my husband was alive, we would see cops 2 and 3 times a week being called by them for no good reason. He's out there, I don't know.
I mean, he definitely paints himself crazy the way he waves sticks around, hangs out in tree stands.
But he's videoing their kids.
Right.
That is just not right. I really, really hope. Please.
Yes, I'll see you at the meeting on Thursday. We'll be there.
Thursday we'll be there.
We're gonna put out a video and show the public what's going on and help with the public opinion.
A letter for Kyle to give to his lawyer, and I've also posted on Facebook. I posted a picture, and I said, "This is Niagara Pumpkin Farm from my front porch," and it has not detracted from the neighborhood at all. In fact, my opinion is
it would bring the value up. It would bring the value up, I would think. Imagine if that thing got as big as the pumpkin patch, you know what I mean?
Especially now that I'm alone. He's always over telling me, "Down, if you need anything, you give me a call." I know he's there. I hope you guys
To my understanding, maybe you can help me, was that property vacant for a while before they bought it? I know they bought it in auction in 2017.
Not very long.
Okay, but because what I'm proving is that if no one bought it, it could have been bought by a solar farm, it could have been bought by something else. But they bought it, they're putting the time, they're putting the effort in, they're trying.
They have done so much over that. I mean, look
it's cute as all cute can be.
Yeah.
It's
absolutely cute.
They put in so much time and effort into improving it. I don't know, I can't understand these two. I graduated from high school with...
Who's the two?
You're talking about...
Lynn and Frank.
Lynn and Frank, right. Okay. You're not talking about any other houses, just the one that's this one and the son that lives 4 houses down.
Okay, understood.
The wife, Lynn, that's her parents' house.
Right.
Yes.
And that's why they had an issue, and I don't know, some people are born just to be miserable, and that seems to...
You tricked me with these. I thought that was all real.
People ask me how I keep them so pretty, and I say I just don't water them.
I just don't water them. But, all right, thank you for your time. That's all we needed, and definitely appreciate your opinion.
Please,
we'll do
our best.
Say a prayer. Thank you.
Sorry about it. I'm actually a journalist working on a story on the Pumpkin Patch Farm over here.
Sure.
And I just it's interesting if you would answer a few questions for me.
Sure.
I guess the first question I had is, have you ever had a problem with the traffic here? Has the traffic ever backed up on the roads horribly? No?
Nope. Every time he's open that, That's why he put that parking lot there. People would come, they would drive in. If you get, at the most, you may have 2 cars. If traffic's coming, 2 or 3 cars at the most.
But you've never seen traffic lined up on the streets
Never.
causing a problem?
No, not at all.
All right. And as far as the pumpkin farm, you have no problem with it being here?
Not at all.
No complaints?
Me and my wife actually appreciate it.
You guys
because
enjoy it, huh?
That's my wife's favorite holiday.
Right. A lot of people.
And we bring our grandkids over, and our daughter lives right down the street. We bring all the grandkids over. I don't go over there because my birthday's on Halloween, so I think I had enough of the Halloween. But she takes them over there. They go through the thing, the haunted hayride and everything. And he's normally shut down by curfew hours. We have never had a problem with it.
All right, I guess those are my questions because the supervisor is talking about traffic. The traffic's so bad. They say they've never seen the traffic back up. You say you've really never seen it. Lady next door says she's never seen it. One lady down there says it's a problem. So I got to go with the majority of the people.
I know he's having problems with the people next door.
So it's not the people. The person right next door is the next house over. There was a lady there.
Yeah.
She claims that there's a problem and she's seen a motor vehicle accident even happen.
Right, but the reason why that happened was the lady was turning in. And even the guy that was on, he said it was his fault. He was on his phone and wasn't paying attention to the lady turning in, and he hit her and caught her as he tried to go around her.
Gotcha.
And he even told the cops, and he told them that he was on the phone, he wasn't paying attention.
All right, that's all really questions I had. I mean, I would be not doing due diligence to come out and get your opinion of it.
Right,
do the whole story. I talked to the building inspector, I talked to the supervisor, some of the neighbors, and I even got a chance to talk to a lady whose son lost his arm there last year.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that someone lost their arm.
So I guess a kid from People's Inc.,
right,
a handicapped kid, begged for a ride on the UTV, which they don't do. They eventually caved, being nice people that they are. Took him for a ride, and I guess the kid tried to open the door, and they tried to stop it, and the thing tipped over, and I guess the seatbelt wrapped around his arm, broke his bone. They had to amputate his arm.
Oh man!
So somebody lost an arm there, but
we've never.
I've talked to those people. Even they don't want to shut down.
Even when he does, when he does a 4th of July party, he has never been no problems. He's done with 4th of July. Never had any problems at all. No traffic, no nothing.
I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
My name's Dan. I run a YouTube channel called Auditing Erie County.
Okay.
And I do civil rights investigations, investigations on government. I go after dirty cops and stuff like that.
Right.
So if you want to check out the channel, it's called Auditing Erie County.
Okay, because wait till I tell my wife you're here, because she would be glad to talk to you.
Is she coming Thursday?
What's that?
You guys going to meeting Thursday?
Hearing Thursday for the planning board?
We're going because what's going on here is totally wrong. And he does this. It's good for the community and everything. And the bad thing about it is he tells us about the neighbor he's got. He says they stand out there and they watch him with binoculars and everything.
Record his kids on the playground and shit.
As far as I know, there's never been, like I said, at the most 3 cars waiting to turn in.
The thing about the neighbor is he tells on himself by the way he acts. You got videos of him shaking his stick on that property line. Like, the dude's clearly crazy. You know what I mean? Like, if you were like, well, there's a few problems, but you're not shaking a stick, your opinion would be worth a lot more than the guy who shakes his stick and acts crazy. But I appreciate your time.
Sure, thank you.
I'll probably see you on the meeting on Thursday. We're gonna do what we can to keep this place going.
Be there. Oh, I know that. My wife's so upset.
They're talking about court order. They're not even allowed to open this Saturday.
Yeah, they can't open Saturday. This Saturday they were supposed to have an adoption thing for the for the dog thing. Now that's shut down because of whoever's complaining about all this.
Yep.
And I appreciate
We're gonna expose it. My name's Dan. I'm a journalist doing a story on the pumpkin farm and then the government trying to shut it down and that. Yeah. And I was just trying to get some intel from some of the neighbors to see what they thought, because it wouldn't be fair
He tried to get me to sign something, that old guy with the beard and long hair. I said, I ain't signing shit.
You're the crazy guy, huh?
What?
The crazy guy?
I don't know if he's crazy or not.
He acts crazy anyways.
You're like Josie Wills. You like the sun on your back, huh?
Yeah, right. I tried to put my head to block your shadow, but one question that I have for the neighbors is the government and the supervisor complain about the traffic. Have you ever had a problem with traffic on this road where they had so many people in that lot that they lined the streets and it was a problem?
This is my driveway. It's private drive. I never have problems.
You never have a problem? You have no problem with the pumpkin patch there?
Nothing.
Those are my questions, really. I was just trying to get some intel from the neighbors because I talked to the supervisor, talked to the buildings before I talked to them. I'm gonna publish a story about it.
This guy come over here with a long beard, gray, and long hair, ponytail, and he says, "Are they disturbing you in any way?" I said, "I could care less. I do my own thing. I got 60 acres here."
Oh, good for you.
You know, and I mind my business. You know.
That seems to be.
This guy?
Hey, get out of here. That guy, yeah.
Yeah, that's the neighbor. The one that's crazy. He waves sticks in the air as he sits in a tree stand and video records their children and shit. It's just crazy. Speaking of this guy being crazy, this was this guy harassing Mr. King just this morning.
Hey, get out of here.
Third time's a charm.
We don't want you here.
I'm on a public thoroughfare.
I don't care. We don't want you here. You're harassing us. You are harassing us. No, I don't have time to listen to you. Get the fuck out of here.
My grandfather told me
I don't care.
For ignorance. It's called education.
Your ignorance.
Stupidity is a choice. You
Okay.
got it.
Yeah.
Hey, you raised a great guy.
Hey, go fuck yourself. That's freedom of speech. That's freedom of speech, buddy.
Ignorance.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Education.
Get out of here.
Learn how to
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, this is where our favorite neighbor lives. Such an asshole that he is, but this is where he lives. Watch out with that fucking big asshole.
What you just saw was the neighbor on his riding lawnmower just trying to hit Mr. King's dad as he was walking down the street. And they actually called the cops, and this guy's actually got harassment charges from that in order of protection now. I suppose the only thing left to do is to get their side of the story. Let's go ahead and see why they just don't want this place so much. How you doing?
What do you need?
My name's Dan. I'm an independent journalist doing a story on
Yeah, you don't need to film us.
the pumpkin patch.
You don't need to film us.
My question is, you guys seem to have quite the upset.
I'll need to call the police. Shut the film off. Shut the film off.
So I was just trying to ask a few questions about why you guys are so opposed to this place.
Okay, we're calling the police.
Am I trespassing?
You're harassing us.
I'm asking you questions.
You're harassing us. You're videotaping us without our consent. Just leave.
Do you think I need your consent to video record you? Well, you caused quite a commotion over here and quite a uproar about this place. You don't want to talk about it?
I have nothing to say to you.
Well, you seem to have a lot to say.
Yeah, you do. Keep talking.
I have no problem keep talking.
All right, let's hear it.
So my question is, why do you oppose this place so much? Because you seem to go way overboard on a lot of things. You don't have any opinion on it. I feel like I wouldn't be doing due diligence if I didn't get your guys' opinion. I got all the other neighbors' opinion.
We have some people harassing us on the lot line with Confronting.
Tell them it's Dan Erie County.
They're videotaping us. And
Tell them my name's Dan Erie County.
Thank you. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Thank you.
Cool, we're gonna get an audit out of this. She doesn't have my consent to record.
Auditing Erie County, tell them. They won't even show up.
Just won't leave us alone. He's videotaping us right at the lot line, bothering us to kind of sit on the floor. That's harassment. Send a patrol car right away. Thank you. I have no idea who it is.
It's auditing Erie County.
They're right on our lot line on our King's property. About 15, 20 feet away from me. We asked them to stop videotaping us and leave us alone, and they won't.
We're never gonna get done.
Two males.
What?
Well, I wouldn't assume my gender
Yeah, white guys.
and my race. This is
Oh, one's all in black, holding the camera. He's got a beard.
two.
Shaved head a little bit.
Tell them it's auditing Erie County. They'll know who I am.
Balding. They're probably 35, 40, maybe 45 years old.
Maybe 45. This guy's because I'm balding.
He's got us at 30.
Jesus,
Balding.
this guy's killing me.
Navy blue shirt on, collar shirt with a tank on.
Khakis.
We're standing right here. My wife's videotaping them.
She's harassing us.
She doesn't have my consent.
She's
right?
harassing us. Hurry up. Hurry up. She's harassing us.
716-510-5699. Thank you.
You don't think what you've been doing to these people has been harassment all this time?
Not an emergency, not a 911 call.
I just want to point one thing.
You should have told them my name. They wouldn't even have showed up.
We don't care who you are.
I just want to point one thing out.
You're going to care tomorrow.
They're frustrated by the cameras, yet he's recorded their children multiple times.
You've recorded their children on the playground, haven't you? Is that harassment?
I guess if it's
you seem to have a lot of videos you shaking sticks around here acting crazy.
If it's offensive to record someone over a property line,
and you have so much to say and you want to go to the town board meetings, we're going to see you there Thursday.
I guess my question
We'll be there Thursday.
Is that hypocritical to record children over a property line, yet get offended when people want to ask your side of the story? It seems like that's not an inline belief.
I don't really get it. You got so much to say. All these neighbors, I've talked to them all. Nobody has a problem with this pumpkin patch but you, and you can't even tell us why. You cause them so much grief and headache. You call on them so much. You call this harassment, but this isn't harassment. I have a legitimate purpose. I'm asking questions of public interest for the press. So this big tough guy here, he wants to harass them. Now the tables have turned and somebody comes over here with a camera and asks them questions. And now he just wants to sit down and be quiet. He's got a lot to say most of the time, but not today.
I have one more follow-up before we wait for the cops.
Yeah.
Are you mad that they're celebrating Halloween and you feel like it's taking away from Christmas?
Is that what it is?
Overshadowed?
Because he's got the Santa beard. Oh, that's what it is. He's got the Santa beard and he's pissed about Halloween. No kidding. I thought it was just a grumpy old man. He's got the Santa Claus syndrome.
Did they say the cops are coming so we can interview them, or are they not coming? We'll wait for them. We'll ask them questions.
We'll be waiting. I think the public easement's calling my name.
45. I'm 37.
I know, I'm 40, so 35, I feel pretty good about that.
You're a grown-ass man.
Grown-ass man.
Said I'm balding? Dude, I'm trying my best. It's genetics.
They're trying. This is a public easement. Is this telephone pole? You know what a public easement is? You know what a public easement is? You know, there's only one thing that really comes to mind with this dumb bitch telling me I'm on her property.
Your grandfather told me I don't care.
For ignorance. It's called education.
Your ignorance.
Stupidity is a choice.
That's right, you dumb, stupid bitch. Ignorance is a choice. Educate yourself on the public easement like your husband said, you dumb, stupid bitch. Help! Police, help! He's got a camera! Police, help! Help! Please, hurry! Police! Danger! Camera! Police! Hurry!
He's not having shit.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
How you doing?
Oh, we didn't call. They called.
They called. You got to go to them first.
We're down here working on a story on the whole pumpkin patch thing, and asked a few of the neighbors, tried to ask them a question. They called the cops because we don't have their permission to video record them. So
Okay.
that's about it.
Let me go talk to them first, and then I'll
We'll be
talk
next
to you
door.
guys.
Yeah.
We don't really have much to say. We just tried to ask them questions. Obviously, they're not going to answer questions, so we just stuck around. I would have left. We just stuck around because I don't want to run from the police, obviously. I can video record them and ask them questions as long as I don't step on their property, so.
Okay. All right, we'll be next door. If you have any questions, we'll hear.
I'll wait here for this to be. I'll wait here for this to be done. But yeah.
That car's not inspected.
I know. I busted one of them yesterday about that.
They're allowed to record as long as we're staying off the property. So what are the auxiliary requirements? Yeah, well, which officer did you speak with? Yeah, I can understand that.
I guess if I was a minor,
you're a minor, you're not a minor. I think you're off that part. So it is legal to record something. You can't come on the property. So where's your property line?
Right on the
Is it marked with?
You can look at the fence line all the way back.
Right. Yes, and so when we return the favor, why now is it a problem? If you're acknowledging it's a problem for one side, is it a problem for both? We're just asking.
I just want to be clear that I didn't just go over there to record them. I went to all these neighbors to ask questions about questions about what the people think about. Obviously, the town's trying to shut this place down. You know the drama between this guy.
Well, I'm aware of it, but
yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I went to all the neighbors, and I distinctly didn't step on this guy's property because I know he is the problem. So like, I went over and asked him a few questions. He said he's gonna call the cops. I just stuck around.
Like, did you go up his driveway, or you went up the?
No, I literally just came over here and.
I was right by that red sign. They were sitting on the porch. I just walked
said,
over
"Hey,
there.
do you
Yeah, I had a few questions.
have
He
a
said,
comment?"
"Stop recording me. Stop recording me." I'm like, well, it's kind of hypocritical for you to say stop recording me. These guys got pictures of you recording their children on the playground. That's kind of, but
That's it.
You got it. That came.
We got it.
Yeah, everyone's got it.
Yeah, that seemed really, all the neighbors seem to be in favor. There's a hearing Tuesday. We're just trying to figure out what's going on. The town's trying to shut them down. They're saying nothing wrong with them.
the public easement goes to at least the telephone pole, so. I'm not trying to start trouble. I'm just video recording police at this point. I was done after they should have said no. I don't want to answer questions. They shouldn't have called the police. I'd be done.
I know. I'm not. 4 steps back. We're not going to get you any further from whatever's going on.
I mean, I got another probably 10 feet I can walk forward legally. So I mean, I'm not trying to push it, but I can.
Do you want to? I'm trying to say, hey.
Do you know who I am? Of course I want to prove the point. Of course I want to prove the point.
I don't know if you live around here or not. I'm not, all the neighbors that bring their kids here, they come here, they bring their grandkids here, they love it. The neighbor across the woman's like, my husband just died. This is hearing the laughter makes me happy again. It's bringing the community together.
Here the public easement goes. So I'm just saying, I'm not trying to.
I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm just saying, do we have to make things?
I mean, do they have to do all the things they do to their neighbor? No, they don't have to.
Now they're not up against the property line or in the right.
Well, so I mean, like, if they want to be a problem with their neighbor, I want to be a problem too. So.
So, sir, according to these signs, this is the property line.
I understand where the public easement is. I'll show it to you if you want to see it. I got another 4 feet that way, at least 4 or 5 feet that way on the public easement.
What do you have to show me?
The public easement, where that red line starts. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a public easement. This is a public space, and I don't have to be here, but they don't have to be assholes to their neighbors. But I mean, what comes around goes around. You know what I'm saying? This is public easement. This is public access right here. I can walk across their front lawn all the way up to these phone poles all day long. But I'm not here to cause trouble. I'm out of here as soon as you guys are. So
what is your reasoning for being here?
I'm doing a story on the pumpkin patch. Obviously, they're trying to shut it down. I talked to that neighbor. I talked to this neighbor, this one, all the way through. I know not to step on the property here because they're not happy about it. So I stepped over there, asked them a few questions. They said, you can't record me. I'm calling the police. I was already done. I was ready to leave. They're not going to answer questions, but I'm not going to run when the police are coming.
Sure.
So I wait around. You know what I mean? Like, so as soon as you guys are out of here, I'm out of here too. I'm ready to go get something to eat personally, but.
Has my other officer here gotten any information from you?
No, I wouldn't give out any information anyways. I'm
You're refusing to give information to us?
Am I suspected of a crime?
No.
I just don't wish to. I actually have my Fourth Amendment rights to say, secure my persons and effects. I mean, I'm sure you know who I am. Yeah. But, you don't need my information. But like I said, as soon as you guys leave, I'm leaving. I'm going to get something to eat. I ask questions of all the neighbors. Those are the last ones. Obviously, the most boisterous about this place. It would be kind of silly for me to publish a story without their opinion, but they don't want to give it. That's fine. But they called you, so as soon as you guys leave, I'm out of here.
Okay. Who is this gentleman that's with you?
Oh, he's just a friend of mine.
Who's trying to shut down the pumpkin patch?
The town.
The town is?
The town board permits. I'm doing a story about it. So I've talked to everybody, the town supervisor, the board, some of the neighbors, them. I've even spoken to the lady whose son lost his arm. I'm doing my due diligence to get all the information for the story. So it'd be silly for me to not ask the people who are walking around trying to petition the neighbors to get rid of this place why they want to do that, and obviously they want to.
What have they determined? What's the reason why they want to get rid of it?
Them? They wouldn't answer questions.
In general, what have you heard?
The neighbors don't want to get rid of it.
They don't?
No.
So who's it mostly coming from? Who wants to get rid of it?
I don't know if you've seen videos of this dude. He's crazy. He literally called the cops.
No,
I'm not saying. Like.
The dude stands on the property line shaking sticks and stuff at these people. He sits in a tree stand, video records their kids, and then calls the cops on me for video recording him, asking questions. And it's like, that's kind of hypocritical to call the cops while you video record their children just to be a nuisance. Like, no, it's not even a story, like a legitimate purpose, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But yeah, as soon as you guys leave, I'm out of here.
Okay. All right.
Oh no, yeah, they didn't hire me. I got tips from a lot of different people. I hear it all.
Not we. It's they think.
Oh.
We don't think you.
Yeah, okay.
We didn't know him other than.
I've never met this guy in my life until.
No, I found them, honestly.
If Channel 2 showed up,
I mean, at the end of the day, we're getting tons of news publicity for what's going on here. I mean, we're being fought by this town day and night, you know, and a neighbor is to blame for that. So clearly people are seeing the story, you know, it's not, I didn't hire anybody, that's insane.
You allowed him on your property, but there's no.
Yeah, I did. I mean, he came on my property, he interviewed me, and that was that. Yep. And then he went to my neighbors and interviewed all of them. Right?
I've interviewed the supervisor, the town boards. You know, there's a lot of people that have been interviewed. Straight up to the lady whose son who lost his arm. I've interviewed them all. So these people are pretty much the last on the list, but obviously they don't want to talk. So that's fine. But that's the only reason they called you.
Okay. I didn't even know the cops were here until I turned around and seen you guys. So.
Technically involved your property, but it involves these two.
Understood. All right.
You're attending that board meeting on Thursday?
Yeah, we have to.
It's a big consider issue anyway.
It 100%.
There's nothing criminal today.
It's, you know, it's just.
It's a lot of false accusations.
There's false accusations every single time you turn around. You're being falsely accused of something else. Like I'm being criminal.
Like they told him today, we never pulled a permit for anything on our property, but we showed them the permits, and our lawyer has them, and he's gonna bring them. So.
It's all in front of the public eye. Like this is going to be seen. People are going to know about this. It's very. The news Channel 4's been here. Channel 7's been here. Channel 7's coming in tomorrow. It's not like we're doing nothing wrong. We're being criminalized for living our lives on our property. That's pretty pathetic in my eyes. You know, I'm just doing what's right for my family. Just like you're supporting your family, I'm supporting my family by doing what I'm doing. It's not illegal. It's never been illegal. So. Trying to support my family. I literally in the last 4 years have felt like a criminal by having the cops in my house 55 times. Never been arrested. I've never been cited. I've never been hit by a
nothing criminal.
I know.
People call you up and
but it's.
Whether it's.
I get it, but when
there's nothing there.
Understand that if you were at home, every day, right?
Oh, I can imagine.
And the police came to your house every day, how would all your other neighbors look at you?
Yeah.
Like you're a problem, right?
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's a terrible feeling. My kids have to grow up in this. My kids get videotaped by my pool. Is that normal? I put a berm out here to block them. I put a berm out here to block them, and I'm like a terrorist for it. I don't even know. It's like
he films the children, then calls the cops on me for filming him.
Because they will sit there and
videotape
them and laugh at them and make.
My daughter has came to me multiple times crying. It's just not fair, man. It's not fair, and it wouldn't be fair at your house. It wouldn't be fair at the town supervisor's house. It wouldn't be fair at the building inspector's house.
But instead, the town favors them and listens to everything that they complain about. But when we say anything, they don't even jump for it.
They don't acknowledge us. They don't care about us. We're just a young family trying to do what's right, and we're being criminalized for it. That's 100%
No criminal, no crime here. There hasn't been, like you said. I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, as a million. We have to answer the call when someone calls.
Yeah, I get it.
You can't go unanswered.
I completely understand.
And if it was reverse, you
He
would
was
hope that
here
we would
this-
show
he
up
was
every
here
time
already
we
today.
That's all.
I mean, it's
welcome back.
But
That's why I came back.
I think we're good here for now. Yeah. We talked to both sides, so it
We'll
really
document it.
doesn't sit. I mean, it doesn't matter what it doesn't.
That's it. I was literally building something for my coffee table. Minding my own
Do what
business.
you gotta do. All right. Enjoy your night.
All right, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys.
Good?
Thank you.
Have a nice night.
Take care, guys. Good luck.
Yeah. That's what's up. Hey, Dwayne. Hey, Dwayne, get my video.
So that's interesting.
Today's lesson of the day is public easement, baby.
Grandfather told me
I
there's a
don't
cure
care.
for ignorance.
I-
It's called education.
Your ignorance.
Stupidity is a choice.
We live in a society now where people want to record how they discipline their child. People that might get mad with this video is the people that probably already embarrassed their child. You can discipline your child in their room. Take something away from them. If they act up, well, I'm like, son, you can't play the game.
So the location down here is the Niagara Pumpkin Farm here in Sanborn, and they're trying to shut them down and even gave them a judge's order to not open, but that's not the way it's going to go down, because here in the United States of America we got the right to pursuit of happiness. Oh, fuck that up.
It's out in Niagara County, fam. Yeah, yeah. Corruption cruiser rolls into town. Our public servants better not clown. Our rights respected, no backing down. I audit them all, Constitution showdown. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making a mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Cops scatter, they know the name. First Amendment on our side, we got no shame. Document them all, expose their games. Do it for the people, not for the fame. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making a mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Flexing our rights, a man with a mission. Constitution on our side, never asked for permission. Taking pictures and videos, and hey, might just take a piece of public candy. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making our mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Here come the government dogs with their charges and cuffs, barking up the wrong tree, acting so tough. We'll FOIL request the body cams and all their reports. Brittany Penn, Berthy gonna neuter them in court. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making our mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. forget to like, share, and subscribe, fam. We out.
You pull the Constitution out of your pockets on here. Like that was supposed to prove something.
First Amendment, freedom of the press.
You have every right to feel. Oh, here, there.
Your name is not Dan, Erie County.
This isn't Erie County.
Yeah. Sure it is. I'm here as Dan, Erie County.
Legitimate? Maybe. Official? No.